Cut. Can somebody show me how to mount these lapel mics? 'Cause these things are fucking retarded. I'm sorry. And I just can't get this thing to fit right. It looks like I'm wearing a, I don't know, whatever. What's up, boys and girls? Shitty ass day. Gonna get some lunch. And got the day off. Nice. But, great topic. Automatic versus manual. Keep on hearing this. There's a ton of videos out there. And I'll cut to the chase. There's no right or wrong. It's preference. There's no better or what's better, what's not better. Missions. That's like yin and yang and karate versus kung fu and all that crap. It's what you like, to tell you the truth. But I'd like to get into more details of what makes the automatic so good and what makes the stick so good, or the manual transmission so good. And I also want to discuss the different types of automatics that are out there, because a lot of people are confused, you know? And you hear that when they talk, because they think, oh, well, you know, F1 cars and all these supercars have these automatic transmissions and they make them so great. Newsflash, a lot of those transmissions that those supercars use are not automatic transmissions. What? Well, they're a sequential manual box that's shifted via computer and solenoids, and the clutch is operated, you know, by a computer. So it's really technically a manual transmission or a sequential gearbox with electronics that shifts for you. So then you have the torque converted transmissions, which is uses a fluid coupling device, torque converter, to send power through planetary gears and clutches and stuff like that. And yes, they have gotten extremely good over the years. I mean, to the point where, you know, they are almost as quick as a sequential box. You know, like those, you know, super high-tech gearboxes, but still lack some finesse. And anybody who knows, who drives an automatic, a modern automatic, the automatics, you know, yeah, they shift great. They're great performance for high performance and straight line usage. But when you're driving Spiritly and you're trying to make that shift via the automatic computer and all that kind of stuff will say, you can't get that gear. Or, I'll wait till I shift. Or, it's a little clunky coming around turns and shit like that. Manuals. Me, even though I'm driving an automatic right now, I love manuals. I would all day, every day. But when you drive a car every day, you want some creature comforts. And the automatics are pretty damn good that they give that to you. They give you the performance. Ouch, damn, this fucking pothole. They give you the performance of what you want to do, and it shifts without even thinking about it. And you can sort of, you know, use the manual controls and all that kind of good stuff. But sometimes I really want a manual in this car, just on those open days and those nice days and everything. But, you know, you gotta take what you can get, as far as, you know, you gotta compromise when you drive these cars every day. There's no right answer on that. Absolutely no right answer. But if you want to get into the topic, I'll get into the topic. I'm in the mood to talk right now. Automatics. Yes, they're great in straight line. They can shift. You don't have to worry about it. You put in a drive, it goes. No problems. Manuals. Direct connection with the car. Better fuel economy. And overall better sense of the car. Me, I'm a manual guy, but I have an automatic because I like an automatic for everyday use. So it's like this argument's been going on forever, which is bullshit, because it is just so stupid that we're arguing over manual versus transmissions, what's good, what's better, what's not better. You know, there's no such thing. It's what your preference is. Whatever you want, what you like, what you think is better is usually the case. So when people say, yeah, automatic transmissions are great, they can do track work, they can do drag work, they can do all that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's a little false statement on that one. I gotta say. I think the reason why manufacturers are moving towards automatic transmissions is not because of they don't like manual transmissions, because people are lazy. They don't want to drive manual transmissions. They don't want to be stuck in traffic with a clutch. And most people don't know how to drive a manual transmission. But that's not really the case. Manufacturers want to protect their cars, their warranty work. But they can make a safer car with an automatic transmission. Now, for you manual guys, before you flip off the edge and before you go bonkers and go bounce off some bounce house someplace, hear me out. And again, I like manual transmissions. I'm not saying I'm against them, but I'm trying to give a little light that most people don't show about automatic transmissions and the truths and the non-truths about that. I don't know how the fuck you guys do this and drive and talk, but I don't know how to do it, but I'm trying to do it right now. With the automatic transmissions that you see in these supercars, which are manually actuated gearboxes or sequential gearboxes, is that the automatic doesn't make the car a better handling car per se. It's not the case. You got to remember, with the computing technology now and the software and everything else that they can do now, is that they can actually incorporate the transmission with all of the other systems that they have. Torque vectoring rear end, your whole stability control system. So the automatic is coupled with all of that, which makes it a better rounded car per se for the average user. Person that doesn't know how to drive these hypercars or the supercars, and they think that they're superheroes because the computer is really doing everything. And not to mention that not only do they have all the systems in place, but they also are checking in for steering, angle, G-forces, all that kind of stuff, and they're computing it all together. And now with the newer computers, is that the computers have enough crunch power to actually compute, make a decision, and help you steer that car into the corner. So it's not so much just the automatic is doing that, it's everything else. But the automatic is a piece to that, and that makes things better. Now the manual transmission is harder to do because you have a manual input of the user, which is us, obviously, and the computer can't kind of figure that out, what's going on. So it has to guess or whatever how they have their systems working. Manufacturers would prefer you to drive an automatic because of the legal implications. Because you remember, these cars are making a ton of more horsepower. They are making, obscene amounts of fucking horsepower. So this whole debate is ridiculous to me. But it still doesn't replace the direct connection of a manual transmission. But with a manual transmission that an automatic cannot do, no matter how sophisticated it is, no matter what's going on in the car, it cannot anticipate traffic. It cannot anticipate what's going on in front of you. And one thing about automatic transmission, or at least a torque-converted automatic transmission, cannot seem to get right. I don't care if it's an 8-speed, 10-speed, a 40-speed transmission. It doesn't know what you're doing. It just takes what you imply, you input of the gas pedal, and it doesn't know what's going on. So it's always hunting for gear. See, I don't know if you can hear that, but when I want to get into like a certain mode or do something, it doesn't. It responds fastly, but it doesn't do it like a manual transmission. A manual transmission, I know I could put it in a gear. I know what I'm doing and how to do it, and where I'm going to apply power to. Automatics just can't figure that out yet. You see how it just downshifted to 8th gear? Now it went down to 5th gear again. But I don't want it to go 3 fucking gears to go into a thing. So, see, now we went down to 4th gear. This is the shit that I'm talking about, at least with a torque converted transmission. I don't know. Let me know what you think. As always, I'm fucking nuts. Talk to you later. Bye.